The last thing to quickly discuss with you guys is what to do once the sound has left my guitar through this guitar cable. How do I plug into my amplifier? I've plugged my guitar cable into the jack on my guitar. We want to plug into the input jack on the amplifier. Next up, we've got two very important parameters to control. The first is the volume, and the second is the equalizer, or the equalization on your amplifier. Be careful when you turn your amplifier on that it's not set to a super high volume. You may blow your eardrums or cause stress to your neighbors. I generally set the volume on my amp low, then I turn it on, and then I'll slowly increase the volume until I find the volume I'm looking for. The equalizer, in the case of this amp, has three simple knobs: bass, middle, and treble. Those refer to certain frequency ranges of the guitar. So if I were to turn all the knobs down to 0 and only turn up the bass knob, I would end up with a very bass-heavy, kind of a muddy sound. If I turn up only the treble, it's a very thin sound. So we want to get a balance between those. And a good place to start is to turn all three knobs up to the middle, basically up to 12 o'clock, pointing straight up. With my volume set to a moderate level and my equalizer set to 0 or to the middle, this is the guitar sound I have right now. Yeah, and there we go. That's a good place to start. A nice clean guitar sound, nothing too harsh, nothing too thin or too bass heavy. All right. The last thing to say is most amplifiers have the option of turning on some form of overdrive or distortion, whether it's through a gain knob that you turn up or whether it's through switching to an overdrive channel. In the case of this amplifier, I have an overdrive channel, a digital overdrive channel that I can switch to, and as I do that, I get an overdriven sound. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of rock and roll. Remember to check out the Ear Academy guitar courses and enjoy your musical journey.